So I was out here looking, right? Like, hey, what the fuck? Where's my drone? I'm feeling like you don't care about me type shit. And then I looked up and I saw nothing. And nothing, right? And nothing. The moon's kind of hidden. That looks pretty sweet. Remember how he was like right here the other day? There's that one, right? But now watch this. There he is. I knew he wouldn't leave me. We're locked in together forever. Look at him. He needs me. Come back here, you fucking retard. Apparently he doesn't want me focusing on him right now. There we go. See, it's weird, like when I zoom in, it cuts out, I lose all the light. But yeah, just like look at the difference in brightness. Like, and he's behind the cloud right now. But like the one by the moon, remember how bright it was yesterday? It's not bright at all today. Let's zoom in on this motherfucker and take a look. What do we got tonight, moon? I think my video is a little less colorful on this setting because I turned the it's called like HDR10 or something on the phone. For any of you that know, I don't, but I don't have that on right now, so that I can try to get like more stable, I guess, view point. But anyways, when I take it all the way out, I mean like you can see my cigarette smoke or whatever, but like now he wants to brighten up a little bit, but not really. Not in comparison. This dude's like shitting on the other one. Just like look at how there's absolutely zero stars, all you constellation fucking freaks. Constellation freaks. I'm gonna start using that to all my constellation freaks. There are no stars. The ones that God made and put in the sky have been hidden just like the truth right before your eyes. Y'all didn't even notice one year when they swapped it all out. See, they started doing it really slowly. And then they gradually had the entire sky blacked out to the point whereas this is now all you see. Watch them zoom out and zoom in. I love when I honk for them people on strike out there too. I mean, but this one is just like the fucking, oh look, he's got some friends over here. More hiding. Are you gonna tell me these are stars? Because they just kind of appeared. And look at all of them starting to come out the clouds now. There's the three that we're so used to, right? Joanne, you hear me, girl? I know you do. I know you hear me, Joanne. 1, 2, and 3, right? Isn't that something how, like, right when I get to busting out the camera, they get to busting out the clouds? Like, I'm just sitting here talking about how there are none. And there aren't. This one should turn in. One of them's got to be the disco drone, too. I'm not sure where he's at. Like, is that him right there? Is that Disco Man? Is he coming out to play? Let's see. Oh, why are you getting so bright on me, homie? He must really be fucking juicing himself up. Them motherfuckers on steroids in the sky. Maybe he's powering. Maybe he powers up and then lights up all the fucks around him too. Like they all get juice off of his juice, and that's how they know when to like pop out when he juices up. And then they all come like fucking like bam. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all were with me in the first fucking couple seconds of this when I like panned around and didn't see nothing. Look how they're just like floating out there too. Like, hang on, let me get the color right. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I can only do what the phone lets me. You know, but I will say this because like I'm the type of person that likes to do things in excess. That's why I don't do a lot of things anymore. But the point is, I'd like to record these fucks and I like putting these videos up. Like fuck, I got like 700 now put up, and that's not even like, whoa, look at that one dancing around. See? And that's not even like a little bit. Like I think that's just a reflection off of this one that's starting to come in. That's probably the disco drone. Is it not? I mean, to all those who have been kind of checking my channel out or whatever for a little while, like y'all know that that might be actually, I don't know if that's disco drone or if that's incoming. But to all those that like have been following me for a little minute or whatever and like paying attention to my shit, know that I know exactly what types of drones are in the sky, where they are, when they're there, etc., etc. And this is just proving my point yet again. I said, where's the disco drone? And there he pops out. There goes security right there. Cause I know they call hotel security. No, actually I look like uniform security. But I almost feel like these lights have like cameras. I think the fence has cameras in it also. Because you would think a company like this that has fucking so much money, even though they're losing a ton of it, like you would think even with all that money like this, because I'm pretending like I'm FaceTiming, because again, not allowed to use the video feature on the premise. But it's like anytime I come out, they come out too. Hopefully it'll be the lady from last night that let me into my situation when I was in a jam, because she came and got me out of it. But yeah, nah, no telling. But this is essentially what I was talking about. Uh, you know, there very well could be like uh, one of the people that's supposed to be like me. It could be like one of those. Oh yeah, that's definitely disco drone. I can see it like with my eyes right now. I'm looking across, and like watch this. Watch when I bring disco drone in the mix. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Where you at? Where you at? He's right here. Where'd he go? Come on, disco drone. There he is. That is definitely disco drone. You see it with my eyes. But there you go. Disco Inferno. I don't know why it looks like that, but I'm sure someone will tell me that's Saturn or fucking like Pluto or something stupid like that. Constellation fucks. Did I say constellation fucks or constellation freaks? Either way, idiots. I wasn't even gonna do this tonight, honestly. I really wasn't. I was just like, I actually was making another video like about something else. I was gonna talk to y'all about a certain situation I find myself in yet again, which is kind of like, you know, I was gonna touch on the point where, you know, the whole aspect of this program that we're in, some of us, is that you know, a lot of people, you see them black things too. A lot of people like to talk on being targeted, and like, you know, very well they can be, you know, like, but like by like the ground gang stalkers, and like me personally, I don't speak too much on that. Um, I know it's a real thing. For sure, I know it's a real thing because I've been fucking. I know for sure it's a real thing because I've been fucking locked up a couple times, so I know the motherfuckers are out here on the streets watching. The people who came and got me didn't have on fucking badges. You kidding me? That bitch just came deep too. I remember when they got me out Illinois. The motherfuckers came in my shit, beat the dog shit out of me too. But I was in a wealthy county, and like they nailed me out there. It was just some weed shit, but like they came in. Them motherfuckers had, goddamn it, all brand new like street cars, like Dodge Chargers and Challengers, all sorts of weird shit, like brand new. So like no, that was them people who came and got me. And I guess I'm getting off topic. Topic is that yes, there are people on the ground that are involved in this program, 100%. It's just for me, and for what I do out here, it's like I try to highlight, you know, what's up in the sky, and try to like, you know, retard some people that no, we don't have real stars, and that yes, we do have fucking like not a constellation, but a fakeolation or something like that, a phony fugazolation, some stupid shit. But I was gonna talk on something else tonight. which is more regarding the whole fucking people on the ground, boots on the ground, so to speak, because you know, everywhere I go and everything I do, it's like something always is happening to me. And you know, ask anyone I've ever been with, like any of the guys, there's only a couple you could talk to, and you're not gonna talk to any of them most likely. But same with the ladies, like last couple or whatever, like I don't make this shit up. But anyways, like getting back to the ground game. On this ground game, a channel you would look at would be like Awake Intimatrix. Like check him out, buddy down there in Florida, and like he's catching them perps all the time. But again, like that's like more like, you know, his thing, and like he puts that out there in a good way, and I like that, you know. You know, I can only show so many different fucking things, and like, you know, it kind of gets boring sometimes just fucking filming these fucking fake things. But for every video maybe I put up, like if a set of new eyes that, like, you know, has a brain sees it, like I'm continuing the fucking program. I'm just, you know, have put a lot of fucking videos up on here, and that's more or less to save phone space. But like when I go through my phone and I look at my shit, like from like 2019, 2018, 2020, those in my opinion are like my better videos. But I had a shitty camera at the time. I had a shitty camera and didn't really know what I was seeing, you know, because it was just starting to happen like in a big way. And like when they first come in a big way for a lot of people. But anyways, as time's gone on, like I come to realize like they don't need to fucking necessarily be on the ground with me all the time, because they're always above me. It's like, you know, and another thing, like um to answer some of y'all question, and to throw something out there, I almost feel like, especially you, Joanne, like especially you, like I almost feel like these things that like watch us are always there, right? And the reason other people don't notice them isn't because they cannot see, but it's because these things literally dim out and like only pop out when you're out. I know it sounds weird, but like it's an energy thing, and I'm like not a scientist enough to explain it, but I can say that, you know, like for example, I have a lot of crystals, like different types of like gemstones, tourmaline, aquamarine, you know, stuff like that, topazes, this is, you know, kunzites. There's so many different things, but like these rocks, you can feel the energy in them, right? These crystals and shit, and like they come from inside of a rock, like, and like technically they're living organisms, and that's why like they say like something about, I think Nikola Tesla had like a thing with quartz or something, and like you could draw energy or power from like crystals. So maybe that's something, but like uh, mm, my point is kind of how like when I first started showing this flick tonight, how there was nothing, right? But give it a couple minutes, and all of a sudden, like these motherfuckers is completely out, and they're like super bright. So I'm almost like to the thinking of like, you know, maybe I'm trying to show y'all the sky behind me without being bogus, like with you people, but like I'm starting to think maybe that like they're not meant for other people to see them. They're just not, like, because they don't want to be seen by them. And what they are, I still don't know. I have like my suspicions, um, but just the fact that like how they can like fade in and out like that, maybe that's supposed to be a sign for me that tells me that, hey, anybody that can see this thing or this thing that's coming out for them, maybe they're living in the same realm of whatever this is as I am. Again, I pull the NPC thing out, like, because that's like non-peoples or something like that. Like these are just people that like fill the streets when there's a parade, but you never fucking like intermingle with them or never like, they'll never affect your life. But then you come across some people and they can drastically change your life, and like you didn't know them from a can of paint either. So it's really like it's really fucking an intricate system. However the hell this shit works, but like billions of people, millions of people in the world, whatever the number is, and only a handful see what I see, and it's almost like deja vu. Personally, with deja vu, I've always like thought that hey, if you have deja vu, then you got to be on the right path. Like you got to be doing the right thing at the right time, or be in the right place because like that's what God wants for you, and that means you're walking the path as it's laid out. Like so, like you have deja vu because this is where you're supposed to be, or like you're on. You know what I'm saying? Something to that notion. So like if any of y'all get that, that's what deja vu means to me, kinda. And like when I get that, it's like kind of like a good feeling, like all right, I know I'm supposed to be, I know it's supposed to happen. All right, this is where I'm supposed to, type shit. Um, but yeah, no, really like not everyone sees the shit, and like I've been like even like fucking what do you call it, like I've been experimenting, I guess you could say, with like a couple of the people that I work with, like not these fucking like little goofballs, but like the old heads that are like, like a little more like down to earth and aren't fucking stupid. Like not even down to earth, but just really out of it and just don't like whatever. So like I can tell this one dude like he was riding along in one of the videos I made, but like with him, I can tell him like, hey bro, do me a favor, go outside right now and go look up and see. Tell me if you see anything. And I've done it like 3 times with this dude, and he's never seen anything once. And like, then I'll go out and it won't be nothing, and then I'll go out and like it'll appear. I'll hit dude. I'll be like, hey, look now. He's like, yeah, I see it. And like he sees it. He's like, you must be driving because I see it's moving, and I'm literally driving. So like I don't know, like just wanted to kind of put this up there and like throw this one out there for tonight because I have a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my mind right now. That ain't nothing different. But uh, it has to do with fucking the whole perp situation and possibilities and whatever. Like, and how people are steady fucking with my life all the time. Like, and I wonder, sometimes, hey, is it just me? Cause like people don't like me, and it's like like I get it. Like I'm not like the majority like of people, I guess you would say. Like I'm not out here trying to like be friends with anybody. I really don't give a fuck about these people. Like they like I just came here to do a job and that's what I'm doing. Like I'm not really here to like hang out and be a part of the group. But I don't know if it's that mentality about myself that makes people dislike me, or maybe some people it makes them respect me. Like, it's different, but like it makes me connect with like the minority of people in the world, and that's okay because I'd rather fuck with the minority that have a brain and that what I'm saying. Like it's a lot different than when I was a kid, like, and I just hung out with a lot of people. But that was also like to help myself. Always try to help myself. You always gotta help yourself too. But anyways, the point is, again, uh, the point is that like I'm almost thinking that I mean like how I know Disco Jones is gonna be up there. How I know that there was nothing in the sky, and then all of a sudden they pop out. Like how all that shit happened in this like 10 minutes, or now it's 20 minutes. I apologize, y'all. Um, how that happened in 20 fucking minutes? Like you just saw like my reasoning for believing that maybe it's just not meant for everybody eyes. And I don't know if that's to make it seem that we're crazy, which is again why I don't speak on certain things, because I am fucking like of a mind that is super open, dude. Like my doors are wide the fuck open. When people say you aren't gonna believe this, I'm like I probably will actually try. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I believe it. Just say what the fuck happened, bro. Say what the fuck happened, sweetie. I'm hearing you. I ain't gonna tell you no. I ain't gonna tell you what your eyes didn't see. That ain't my call. But again, is there a reason? That's what it would be. What is the reason, uh, Mrs. Consider Lilies? What is the reason? What is the reason that they only want X amount of people to see them? That's what it is. It's not like why are they following me, but why am I seeing it and while I'm at work, right? And like dude pops outside, sees nothing. I pop outside, and they come out, then he sees it. Why is that? What makes us? What makes you and I, we, us, whatever the fuck, what makes us the ones that see this shit? Like, are we living in like that movie, like They Live, where really like there's a bunch of fucking fake like people that aren't even humans on this planet, and like like do we have like the like like, there's always been some of the Rh negative blood and shit too. I don't have that, but like what makes it so that they only want to pop out on us? What do we see? What do we know? What do they want us to relay? What's the point? I mean, it's gotta be like we think on our level, but like again, like we think on our level, but we don't think how these people think. We don't, cause we've never been there mentally. We've never seen the shit that they've seen. We just notice something's fucked up, but we don't sit at a table and make decisions, and we don't fucking. We're not those people. We are like, I'm not gonna call myself a victim, because that would mean that they hurt me. Though I could, but like, not because I just battled through it, and maybe that made me tougher, right? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they try to find people that are just fucking hard to break. Like people they can break. Why even bother with them? It's like they don't get none out of that. But they have to start with certain people because it's like fighting somebody in a wheelchair. Like anyone that beats somebody up in a wheelchair and then like thinks they did something like admirable or like fucking tough is just a fucking goofy. You know what I'm saying? It's like putting your hands on a woman. Like any man that beats on a woman is a fucking pussy himself. And like like I get it. Like certain ethnicities and races are like good with it, and like it's just in their culture. And I'm not here to knock that, but like as like somebody who was born with like in this fucking area of the world, like Illinois or whatever, like whatever the fuck that means, but as somebody who was born from like lived with his mother until he was like 16. Old man didn't live with the old man, but old man was not going. Like I put my hands on my sister one time and it was a fucked up situation, but like dude whooped my ass, and I was young too, but like dude whooped my ass, and that was probably the only time he could ever did that, but like because he's not much bigger than I am, and that's today. Anyways, dude whooped my ass, and like really it was the fucking guilt trip that really hurt me, and like just about like put my hands on women, and like so I never did it, but me and my old man we're a lot alike but a lot similar too, because he ain't never gone as far as I have with anything, but he's not one who's like played by the rules himself his whole life either. Anyways, back to the point. Point is, as I drive around, blah 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 blah. Point is that fucking we see some shit, nobody else sees it. Is not meant for them to see. Why is that? That is the $1,000,000 question. And I think it's one that I know it's one we'll have answered. There's going to be a special meeting just for us. Like we all know something's going on in the world today. Though they've been saying this forever too, something going on in the world. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but like really, it's been popping off like fucking since 2000 and like fucking 1917 type shit. But this is like what they want. They want a fucking chaotic world. But in the meantime, what are they doing like with these fucking, what have they done with all my stars? Where did they hide the real Orion's belt? Why they put on Orion's brother belt from a holographic or whatever? Like why are these people, what are they hiding? What are they watching? What do they know? You know what I'm saying? Like what, like why are they allowing me to see something that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like why am I always in these different type of predicaments? Why am I always fucking like, why is my life so much different than, like, you know, most people? And like not in a bad way, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm not a celebrity, and I'm not like famous, and I'm not rich. And those are the people who go through highs and lows. I guess we all do. But just like mine are like a little bit different, I guess. I don't know, like ever since I've been in control of my life, like 100% control, where I'm the one who drives me where I want to go, when I want to go, you know, because I lost my license. I didn't have one for like 20 years. So every time I got behind the wheel, it was like, hope I won't go to jail for this one. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I made it through. And like, y'all can go back in my videos a couple of years ago when I was driving, because I had to for that one job just to get to the license. But I made it. You know what I'm saying? And they were doing the same thing. They were watching me back then. Like, and those are my videos in Minnesota where I was filming, like leaving work and coming back from work, and like, just like I would go make a right, and this motherfucker would come right. I would make a left. That motherfucker would go left. Like, it's like no matter what I did, they stayed with me. And like, those are some of my favorite, like, my not my favorite, but like the videos I like really like think support what the fuck I'm talking about, and like are proof without a shadow of a doubt that what I say is true. Not to mention, like, you know, I don't lie. It's just not my thing. Like, if I did it, I'm gonna say it. What are you gonna do about it? Like, we'll talk. Like, there's nothing that's really gonna happen. Like, if I just don't see the point in lying. Not to mention, let me add that, because I always do this, but like when you lie, the reason you don't, and then I quote the man. I think his name is Mark Twain, but the famous author Mark Twain once said, "The reason you don't tell a lie today is because in 10 years." You'll never remember the lie, but you'll always remember the truth. And there's so much truth to that too. I can't remember a lie I told 10 years ago, because why would I? The only people I ever lied to are the police. You know, like that's mandatory. Like if you talk to them people, you're a dumbass. You know, and you gotta limit what you say also. And that's one of my own fucking major problems right now. Is like, you know, especially when you're out here like alone, this and that. Like you're not talking to nobody. It's like fuck. You end up talking to somebody and you don't know none of these people, and don't none of them give a fuck about you. Nobody got your best interest at heart. That's what your family for. That's what your loved one for. That's what, you know what I'm saying. That's what that's for. Like I mention it all the time. My girl is, hey, nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about your best well-being. It's just, I hate to say it. Like, you know, your mom does. Your mom trying to finesse you. It's just what it is. People are just cutthroat, and I work with cutthroats. So like, not much talking going on up here, but that's cool. I use this as an avenue or an outlet, or, you know, whatever, just to do what I do. Anyway, boss man on the way, so talk to you in a little bit. Yep, bye.